going to be doing a braided half-up hairstyle. I've started with a side part. You can do one in the center if you want. And then I have just grabbed the side section of her hair on both sides and pulled them back. And I did leave a little bit of hair out in the front just for more of a flattering look. I'm going to get these two strands of hair wet and tie a knot with them. You don't have to get her hair wet if you don't want to, but I have learned that it helps with flyaways. If you'd rather use pomade or gel, you can do that instead. I'm going to take one of these strands at a time, and I'm going to start with a loose braid. You can do any type of braid you want. I'm just doing a 3-strand braid, and I'm not pulling this tight so that it starts way up here. I want the braid to start back here, kind of at the back of her head. I'm not going to braid this all the way down. I'm just going to go about 5 or 6 inches and then tie this off temporarily. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just starting the braid towards the back of her head and braiding down about 5 or 6 inches. Alright, now I'm going to grab both of these braids and tie them into a knot. So I'm just crossing one strand over the other, pulling the other side up through, and then pulling it kind of tight. It's just like the start of tying a shoe. And then I'm going to have my daughter hold the one side while I work on the other side. And this is just so that it will kind of keep the knot tight while I'm working. So I'm going to remove this elastic and then undo this braid to the point where I'm right up here where the knot starts. And now I'm going to continue the braid, but we're going to be making a lace braid at this point. So every time I cross this strand on the right over the middle strand, I'm going to be adding in a piece of hair from this side to it. So here on the left, I'm not adding any hair in. It's only on the right side of the braid. I'm starting this braid kind of towards this side of her head, and then as we go, I'm going to bring it in as a diagonal more towards the center. So it's kind of going to make a heart shape. That's about the point where I'm going to start bringing the braid in. So I'm just kind of pulling the braid more towards the center of her head. Now that I've reached about the center of her head, I'm just going to braid this down normally a couple of times and then tie it off temporarily again. Okay, I'm now just going to let this side drop while I work on the other side. And we're going to be doing the same thing over here. I'm going to make a lace braid, and this time, every time I bring in a strand from the left, I'm going to add a piece of hair. And same thing as before, I'm going to angle the braid towards the center. As you're doing this other side, you just want to try and get it kind of symmetrical. So look at the braid that you already made on the other side and just try to kind of make it the same. Okay, now that I'm done with the braiding on both sides, I'm just going to gather these both together in the middle and tie them off. You can do it down a little lower if you want, or a little higher. Or you could actually continue with the braid all the way down if you prefer that. We're just going to leave this style as it is for today, but if you're looking for more of a heart-shaped hairstyle for Valentine's or whatever, you can come up here where you made the knot and just gently stretch out the strands along both sides of the top of that, and that will make more of a heart shape. Also, if you want to add a ribbon down here at the bottom, you can do that. And then we are probably going to take our curling iron and just add some curls to this hair that we left out on both sides.